And on the first day of December, they said, let it snow. Well, my first winter storm has started. It is Sunday, December 1st, which means it is week 4 into my travel contract. And well, it is still daylight for another half an hour or so. I'm actually going to go practice driving in a legit snowfall before I have to drive to work tomorrow in this stuff. So I just want to kind of play around with my car and see how my car handles it and see how I handle it. And hopefully there's not too many other cars on the road. I'm a little scared, but we're gonna see how I do. This is all the snow we got going on right now. Come on, Roscoe. Oh, my God. Holy smokes. Roscoe says, forget this. Come on, boy. Come on, Roscoe. Happy Tuesday! I never updated how it was for me driving in the snow on Sunday. It was okay. It was scary. I found accelerating to be harder than braking. And by harder, I mean harder for like the tires to gain traction and feel nice and safe and not like I'm gonna slide off the road. And I realized that you cannot make sudden turns because your car just will not do them. It will slide instead. But thankfully I live and work with some really nice people, so people drove me to and from work yesterday so I didn't have to drive in the worst of the snow. And now the snow is pretty much over. We got probably close to 2 feet, maybe more. I don't know. I can walk outside with snow just about up to my knees. Roscoe and I survived our first snowstorm. Roscoe is not a fan of walking in the snow, but he's getting a little more used to it. Poor dog, he's traumatized. But, yep, that's Tuesday. Bye. It's a Friday! Oh my my goodness, I am so happy. It is Friday. It's Friday. All right, anywho, it's Friday, wow. And today means it is the end of my 4th week, which means I'm already 1/4 of the way done with this contract, which is really insane to think about. So I had signed a 16-week contract instead of the typical 13-week contract. So I had already signed a longer contract than normal, and I am still blown away that I am already 1/4 of the way done with my contract. Time is just always something that amazes me. It's either moving like super fast or super slow. But yeah, it was a good week this week. It was a good week. I survived my first winter storm. There is so much snow on the ground. It does not stop snowing. When does the snow stop? I don't think we are supposed to get snow beyond the winter storm, which ended sometime like Monday night into Tuesday morning. And then yesterday it just started randomly snowing. And then today it snowed for like 5 hours. And they kept saying like, oh, if it snows, it won't be that much. But we've added at least another inch or two of snow onto our existing snow. I don't know. I've gotten more used to driving in the snow, which is a good thing. And when I was driving home from work today, it was first raining, and then as I got up my little mountain where I live, the rain switched over to snow, and the way the drops, particles, flakes, whatever, were falling, I kind of felt like I was like in a time warp. Like, you know, those videos where you just have like a bunch of spots flying by you? I don't know. Maybe somebody knows what I'm talking about, but that's what it felt like. Work has been going well. It's been a challenge. It has not been easy. It has been a challenge, but I'm learning so much. I'm researching a lot of stuff outside of work, and it's really helping me grow as a clinician. The paper documentation is really starting to hurt my hand. It's crazy how used somebody could be to not write anymore. And yeah, my hand hurts. So yeah, I need to buy some more waterproof shoes, snowproof shoes. I don't know. Does anyone have any suggestions on footwear for women in the snow? I was reading that snowshoes are not very comfortable, and it's not something that you'd really want to walk around in. But what is a good thing to buy? Asking from a Floridian, because I don't know. It is Friday night. I actually have a lot more energy than I've had this whole week, and I really wish I had something to go do, but I don't have anything to go do. So I'm in and I'm doing boring laundry, like washing my sheets and contemplating what I should do this weekend. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll have figured out whatever the heck I'm doing. Bye! Happy Saturday! We made it to the end of the week. Sorry this week really wasn't all that exciting. I wish I had some more exciting things to share. Today, Roscoe and I tried to go a little further away from where we live to go to another lake to walk around, and we couldn't quite figure out where to park. Maybe I should have looked that up before I got on the road. I got to the lake, and it was in a more secluded area, I guess is the word. So the roads were not quite as plowed as the local roads. So I got a nice little test on my tires and driving through some roads that had some more snow on them. I wish I took a picture of the lake that I ended up at, because it was just completely covered with snow. Much like probably the lake where I'm at now is, but I could see further out that there was more of the lake that was actually visible. But I tried driving on a little bit, but then I decided it was probably best to just actually head back into town, because the roads were getting very narrow, they were getting very steep, they were filled with a lot of snow, and I didn't really want to get stuck somewhere. And so I got a little closer to town, and I looked then on my phone about parking for this lake, and there is parking, but they don't allow dogs on the trails. So I gotta go without Roscoe one weekend, unfortunately. My sweet little boy couldn't come with me, so we gotta figure something else out. I really hate leaving him alone on the weekends because he's alone while I'm at work during the week, so I really want to just try to incorporate Roscoe somewhat into my weekends so he's not quite so alone. Sorry, it is so dark in here. This might be a better angle. So we ended up walking around the town close by where that park was. It was a small little town, like most of the towns around here, to be quite frank. But it was pretty for what it was, but it was a small town, not much to see. I kind of wish I didn't have a dog with me because there was some like local eateries that I could have gotten some fresh coffee or some apple cider or something like that, but it's fine. I'm always happy to be with my bestest friend ever. And so anyways, now we are back at the pond that we were at 2 weeks ago. I don't know if I'm gonna have Roscoe really walk around or not. We might just kind of look out at the lake because I don't have his shoes with him because he hates wearing them, and I know going around in the snow is not the best thing for his paws. And yeah, even walking around the city with all the salt, it's not good for his paws either. So I made sure when I got back in the car, I try to really wash his feet. And I'm going to try to do that when I get back, like get a more thorough wash. And I'm just, oh my God, please somebody give me tips with how you handle a dog in the winter. The snow's not good for them. The salt's not good for them. How am I supposed to let him walk? I don't know. We're going to go look around the pond now. It's pretty cold today. I think the high is like 29. But it's very sunny, so that helps make up for it. And yeah, it's a pretty day. I'm trying to make the most of my daylight, and I'm counting down to the winter solstice in 2 more weeks. The days will start to get longer. Who else is excited? I am very excited. Here's the pond. Not quite sure where the ground ends and the pond starts, but we are in pretty heavy snow right here. Yeah, my feet are going to be freezing soon. Cool to look at. There's a little bit too much snow for me to want to walk around right now. It's crazy. You're walking and then suddenly you take a step and you sink down to snow up to your knees. So I'm gonna hold off on walking here for right now, mainly because I don't really have the best shoes or clothes to be walking around in this much snow. I did see prints of like those like big things they attach to people's shoes to walk in the snow. I don't know what they're called. I'm not from this part of the world. But yeah, lots of snow over the lake. You probably could walk across the lake at this point, but it's not exactly something I'd be willing to try right now. So I think I'm going to drive a little more because the driving around here is so pretty, and I cannot get over just being able to see mountains or being on a mountain and seeing city below me and just seeing all the trees and all the snow painted on the trees. It is so beautiful for me to see, and that's probably gonna be the end of this week's vlog. Again, sorry, it's not that exciting of a week. Hopefully next week will be a little more exciting, I don't know. So Roscoe and I would like to say, until next time, bye!